Hi, I'm Sierra Tishgart. I'm here in Take Root in Carroll Gardens with Anna Hieronimus, who is the co-owner with her wife Elise Kornack. This is a 12-seat restaurant that is only open 3 nights a week, and Anna and Elise run this all by themselves. There's no dishwasher, there are no servers. They do it all, which is pretty incredible. I was wondering if you could tell me about your role.
So basically anything that's not inside of the kitchen is my role.
Mm-hmm.
During service, I bring out the plates, I clear plates, I introduce dishes. Elise does that as well. So it's kind of a joint team effort as far as dinner service goes. But anything that's not happening inside the kitchen is my job. I would say that my role has changed as I deal with customers a lot more often over the phone, via email. So it can be trying, but it's enjoyable. I like working with people.
So let's go back to the beginning days.
Yeah.
Elise was cooking.
Yeah.
You came up with this idea together.
Yes.
When did that form?
We were pretty young. We had recently gotten together, and we wanted to find a way to spend more time together. I had no experience in the restaurant industry. I didn't really know how much it really required physically, time-wise, and what it would mean for our relationship. So I quickly learned that we wouldn't be spending any time together. So I was like, either this is over, or we're going to do something together. Soon after that, we decided to move out to Brooklyn, and we moved to Prospect Heights. And we were really, really lucky to find an apartment with a really big backyard. We started hosting friends over for dinner. We started growing food in the backyard. And we were like, wow, I think we could do something that's a little bit more than just having our friends over.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a third party that sold tickets. We hosted people in our backyard 2 nights a week, I believe it was. And it kind of took off from there. As soon as we really gained any momentum, it was quickly shut down by the people in the building. And then we were like, forget it. We need to find a real space where we can do this. And then we ended up here at Take Root. We found it just by looking around. I mean, we wanted something that kind of felt off the beaten path on a residential block. So it kind of felt like you were coming to maybe like a secret dining experience, or just something that really felt like you could settle in and enjoy a meal in what could feel like a home.
So you find the space, you know you want to work together.
Yeah.
Then what went into the decision of not hiring anyone else, of not getting
Well,
help?
we've definitely considered it many times, but the truth is it really works best for our lifestyle. And I think in an industry where you push and you push and you push, we found something that worked, and we wanted to keep it rolling and working the way that it does.
What has been the most challenging part of now being in the restaurant industry?
I would say there's just a lot of pressure. I feel like people wait a long time to come to our restaurant. They book 30 days out. They have to make effort to make the reservation. They come in, and I feel that there is a lot of pressure to give people the utmost best experience they can have. And it's New York City. You can't make everybody happy. It's challenging, but we make it work, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how did you become so interested in wine and build up this incredible wine list? Because that was a new endeavor for you too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just learning as I go. And I meet with, I have about 6 or 7 wine reps that come in with wine for me to taste. And so I learned through them. I think the best way to learn about wine is just to drink wine, really. I mean, you can read books and you can talk to people who are super knowledgeable that know a lot more than I do. But the best way to go is just to taste.
People often confuse Take Root as a vegetarian restaurant, but it's actually vegetable forward.
Yeah.
What's behind that philosophy?
Elise and I actually don't eat much meat and fish at home. We tend to eat more meat and fish if we go out for a nice meal, but at home we primarily cook vegetarian. Elise comes up with the menu entirely on her own, and then I'll taste dishes. I'll put in some input, and she either says, shut up, or that's a good idea. I like that idea. I'll make it saltier or more acidic, or less salt, or this or that, or I'll add some sage or thyme. But Elise's food definitely plays that line between comfort and intrigue. That's a really big part of our entire restaurant, is that balance.
How do you define success?
Well, I think it's a balance between, of course, being happy, being healthy, and having a kind of a sustainable lifestyle, something that works. And that's what we have here. It's all about finding that balance.
How do you feel that you two fit into the industry at large?
In the very beginning, there weren't many people who thought what we were doing was a real restaurant. And in a certain sense, it is different. It's very different from a typical restaurant, but you still come in, you pay for your meal, 2 people wait on you, they bring you food, they bring you wine, you pay your check, and you leave. So it is a restaurant, but it's definitely different from many restaurants that are around. But we get letters all the time from people who are young and who are really inspired by what we do, and they feel like, you know what, I don't have the money. I don't have investors. I can't open a 50, 60 seat restaurant, you know, with the works. But what you all do in your small space, and you just like, you know, you keep pushing, it really inspires me to know that I do have a place in the industry, and it doesn't have to be the norm.